I don't care. This might take forever just listing things, but I don't care at this point. All right, listen up. So you're gonna have a total of three Rec Room objects get all with tag, or regard, or whatever. You're gonna have two booleans, one or, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 delays. You're gonna have two integers, one add, one greater than, one vector split, one vector create, three float variables, one divide, one subtract. There's a total of two sound
Feel free to
effects,
practice as long as you like.
2 point lights, 3 emitters,
Looks like you're the first one here.
one
Use
velocity
the people
set,
tab on your watch to
one
invite your
set
friends to join you.
position, one get position, one get up vector, one list get count, one trigger volume, one button, 3 get elements, and if I missed anything, no, 2 velocity sets, oof, and then what else? That's 2 get positions, 1 player left hand finger direction, 1 raycast, and 1, 2, 3 Fs. That's 3 Fs for you. I'm gonna go back through. Count them yourselves if you don't believe me.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
Shut it, Rec Lady.
Looks like you're the first one here. Use the people tab on your watch to invite your friends to join you.
That is the sound effects, by the way. These we don't worry about. We don't worry about those. Those are just so I can figure out what the float variables are. Alright, so that is all we need. Now, to begin, Kenny, what I want you to do is, what you're going to start with is you're going to take your 2 Rec Room, yeah, set them up in the format like this, by the way. Just set them up in a format like this. Just place them. I'm going to back out, look at the image, and then I'll scan over one more time for you. Slow it down if you have to. Don't be an idiot. Now, you're going to first
Feel
take
free to
your
practice as long as you like.
I'm going to take your Rec Room.
Looks like you're the first one here. Use the people tab on your watch to invite your friends to join you.
Can you shut the fuck up? Thank you. Alright, Rec Room object to get all with tag. Configure that to polar. Make sure they're all lowercase. Now what you're going to do is object with tag. You're going to put it to the get element list and value that to object. Now get sender as your variable there. Objects with tag. Put it to another get element list. Value is going to go to a get position target. Position goes to start position. And now we go back over here. Now, value to object. Once we do this, we're going to do player a few times. Yeah, we're going to do player a few times, by the way. So that goes to there. That goes to target for left hand finger direction. Now we split 1 to go
Feel free to practice as long
to
as you
target
like.
a velocity set. Another one to go
Looks like you're the first one here.
to shut up
Use the people
velocity
tab
set
on your
target.
watch to invite your friends to join you.
Another get position target. And another get up vector target. Now, go back. Currently equipped, that goes to and for the input. Now, button V2, pressed, that goes to the first if, input, left side, top, is pressed, that goes to the second input of and, results, goes to input, input, comes from this or down here. Now, list get count, that comes from trigger volume. Wait, no, I forgot to do trigger volume, I'm sorry. Player entered and player exited, both go to the first integer top. List get count, that comes from players. Count goes to the integer. Now, integer output goes to that if.
Feel
That
free to
goes to
practice
the
as
add.
long as you like.
This comes from the after delay.
Looks like you're the first one here. Use
Negative
the
1
people tab on your watch to invite
to the
your
F.
friends to join you.
goes to the value. Now, I may get interrupted, but don't mind the interruption. Please. Please and thank you. Now, get position, start position for the right cast. Vector, direction. Max distance 30. Now, for this if, we already know what it comes from. Yeah, result from the and goes to there, result from the and goes to there, yeah. Then it goes to delay, run, set the delay to that time. Run, goes to that if, after delay, goes to this bottom integer. Now, that goes to that if, just like that one. That goes to add, that goes to add. Now, for add, this goes to greater than a, result, condition. Now,
Feel free to practice
we
as
already
long as
know
you
this,
like.
this, and that. Hits, goes to condition.
Looks like you're the first
Goes
one here.
Hit
Use
position,
the People tab on
vector.
your watch to invite your friends
Now,
to join you.
Distance, goes to divide, value, quotient. Quotient goes to velocity set. Now, don't worry, I'm going to go over stuff a lot, so you don't need to worry about reversing. God, I'm sick, for sure. If that comes from the delay, condition, that comes from the hit, then shoot that down to Boolean number 1. They have to be the same numbers, by the way, but Boolean number 1, set that to true. So that goes there. We don't need to worry about that. Now, that's all that for that. Get up vector. Vector goes to the direction of the velocity set. Now, vector split, that goes to 2 float variables, x, y, and z. Name
Feel
them
free
like
to
that.
practice as long as you like.
Now, if we get that from the 2 integers over there,
Looks like you're
and
the
also
first one
get condition
here.
from the greater than,
Use the People tab
then
on your watch to invite your
goes
friends
to
to join
Boolean
you.
number 2. Now, velocity set velocity comes from the emitter when it stops. Target comes from there, and there, and there. Speed comes from there, and then velocity set goes to x. Then that x leads out to that y leads out to that, and that z leads up to that delay. Now, all these outputs, the blue ones, go into this like that. Now, get position, target comes from there, position goes to the vector. There. Wait, no. Position goes to the subtract value. Vector goes to the subtract value as well.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
Delay. Run comes from that
Looks like
bottom
you're the first
vector.
one here.
That's
Use
the time.
People tab on your watch to
So
invite
that's
your
that.
friends to join you.
That's configuring, of course. Now, that is a fucker. It goes down into something I missed. I lied. Add an emitter. I have to add an emitter now. Ugh. I'm sorry. So that's 4 emitters, I believe. Yeah, 4 emitters. So now, yeah, run goes up to start. After delay, runs up to start for that one. Now, moving forward, gonna go back down to the bottom. Target. Rec room object, all with tag, objects with tag.
Feel free to
Goes
practice
to
as
get
long as you
element
like.
list. Value shoots up to set position target.
Looks like
Now,
you're the first one here.
Point
Use
lights
the People tab on your
V2
watch
turn
to
on
invite your friends to join you.
goes to Boolean output number 2. Turn off goes to Boolean output number 1. Now, get element value runs up to that. Subtract difference goes to direction. Quotient goes to speed. If you want, that goes to there. That goes to there. That goes all the way to there. Now, delay. Set that to 0.1. Comes from the sound effect play. After delay, goes to stop. Sound effect gets started by the start of here. Alright. If you're not keeping up, rewind it, slow it down. I want to go as fast as possible. So
Feel
we're
free
gonna
to
go.
practice as long as you like.
I really hate this bitch. Alright, so we're gonna go to point light
Looks like you're the
number
first
2.
one here.
Turns
Use
on,
the People
turns
tab
off,
on your
both
watch
by
to
these.
invite your friends
Turn
to join
off,
you.
start. Now we're gonna go up to emitter V2. Start comes from there. Stop comes from there. Start goes to play. Stop goes to get velocity. Now, play goes to run, by the way. Now set position. This is very weird, but it doesn't have any outputs. It comes from the start output of there. Target and position both come, one comes from there, one comes from there. One comes from value, one comes from vector. And that one's done. I don't know why it doesn't have that, but yeah. Now, set that to false, by the way.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
Start, stop, get velocity,
Looks like
play.
you're the first one here.
Yeah.
Use the People tab on your
Velocity
watch to invite your friends to
set,
join you.
Target comes from there. Direction comes from there. Speed comes from there. Set velocity comes from there. That goes to there. 2 seconds. After delay, shoots up to stop for that emitter. Now delay, shoots up to stop for that delay. 7 seconds. After delay, goes to start. Boolean. That comes all the way from if then. Set that to false. Make sure they're the same name. Output goes all the way. Output, follow that line. Goes to turn off. That one goes to turn on.
Feel free to practice
both of
as
these
long as you like.
conditions both go to input of the OR.
Looks like you're the
this
first
guy
one
comes
here.
from stop.
Use the
and
People tab on your watch to invite your friends
from
to
if
join
then.
you.
Now, set that to true, but those still will both remain at false. Or result shoots all the way back to this one. So, now, already went over that delay. Sound effects, play comes from start. Play goes to run. Point 1. After delay goes to stop. Start comes from after delay. Stop goes to there. So, that is it. Now listen, here's the most difficult part. Sometimes, some things just need to be set the same. And the thing is, it has to be those two booleans that need to be set the same, but these do not get set the same. So, name integer 1, integer 2. Now,
Feel
those
free to
don't get named
practice
the
as
same.
long as you like.
That's pretty much all that needs to happen. So,
Looks like you're the first
if
one here.
that was too
Use
difficult
the
for
People
you,
tab on your watch to
that's
invite your
fine.
friends to join you.
It's okay. Now, formation doesn't matter right now, but just create a basic shape like I did for the fly. You need to have a shield as the object you hold on to, small. You don't need to use a look at. I don't know why he uses a look at, but he could just use a clamp. Now we have the trigger volume goes over the shield. Point lights both go this way. It doesn't matter what color they are. Button preferably goes where I had it on the thing. Sound effects need to be near it. And the emitters I want near the bottom. Now, here's the one thing you do have to watch out. Here's what each one has to be. That one has to be explosion. That one has to be explosion. And I'm going to assume that one's going to be flash.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
So that one's going to be CCC cannon fired.
Looks like you're the first one
CCC
here.
cannon fired.
Use the People tab on
Collectible.
your watch to invite your friends
Collectible's
to
just
join
the
you.
sound it makes. So now we have this one on the side, and this one's going to be boost. That's going to be the point that is made. You can see based off that. See how it moves there? Yeah. I do want to know which one this one's attached to. One's boost, that one's this one, by the way, so be aware of that. So, there you are. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to set up. It's not as difficult as you think. It takes maybe an hour. Okay, I'm gonna upload this and send this to you. Good luck, man. Wait, your name?